Hey guys, before we get into today's video, first I want to give a big thanks to our sponsors at NordVPN and talk about a few of its features that you may be interested in. For a limited time, you can get a huge 75% off by going to nordvpn.com/censoredgaming or by checking out the link in the description. Why might you want to check it out? Well, NordVPN allows you to surf the web as if you were located in any country, meaning you can bypass things like filters and regional restrictions. It also keeps all of your internet data secure, meaning you're kept safe when browsing, and NordVPN is also one of the few companies that have a strict no data logging policy. It's available for mobile as well as PC, and it's been consistently voted the best VPN service around. It's also actually what I use myself on a daily basis too. So again, for a limited time, you can get a huge 75% off. That's only $2.99 a month by going to nordvpn.com/censoredgaming or by checking out the link in the description. And even more, get one extra month for free by using the code censoredgaming at checkout. It's been a few weeks now since last covering Sony and their content policy, which is restricting games released on their platforms. And so today we'll be taking a look at a few different things that have happened since last time in a sort of recap video. To just begin with a quick explanation for those still out of the loop. For around a year now, Sony has introduced a new content policy that games must follow in order to be allowed to be released on Sony's platforms. This is a worldwide policy, meaning it's affecting games released in Japan as well, and it mainly seems to revolve around games containing suggestive themes. Numerous games have been shown to have been affected since its introduction, and from comments from devs, more have been affected during development without details being made fully public. A Sony representative officially confirmed the existence of the policy last month when speaking to the Wall Street Journal. Some of the details that they gave was that it was due to cultural differences around the world and not wanting content made for Japanese audiences to reach Western shores via platforms like YouTube and Twitch and cause any offense, which could potentially damage the brand. A representative also revealed that the policy that is now in place is not in written guidelines or anything, and that games are judged on a case-by-case basis. This is said to be due to the policy being introduced fairly quickly and not having the time. Several Japanese developers have however come forward to express how hard it is for them to make content and not having any idea about whether it will be approved or not. You can find various videos on the channel already covering some of the ways it's been affecting games being released, including a video from a few weeks back where the channel took a look at numerous games that have been released censored on Sony's PlayStation 4, yet fully uncensored on Nintendo Switch. However, in the past few weeks there have been some new things going on, which is what we'll now go into. To begin with, some news about Amiga Labyrinth Life, which is now the third entry in the Amiga Labyrinth franchise. The game is slated to be coming to both PlayStation 4 and Switch on August 1st in Japan. There is currently no announcement of a Western release, however you may recall how the previous game was supposed to be coming to the West last year. The game was fully localized by P-Cube and ready to be released, however it was cancelled last minute when it was discovered that Sony would not allow them to release the title. So for the latest game, which is again a dungeon crawling RPG, the publishers will be releasing two very different versions of the game, with one being for the Switch and the other for PS4. The Switch version is titled Amiga Labyrinth Life and contains the game's original vision and is 100% uncut. This version is being dubbed the philosophical version. The PS4 version, however, is titled Labyrinth Life, removing the Amiga part of the name which has been included in all previous games. This version is being described as the play in front of your parents version and contains a wide amount of changes from the Switch release. You may have also noticed that the name change results in the Amiga symbol being removed from the game's logo, which was originally used tongue-in-cheek as a reference to the female anatomy. The game's official site describes the differences between the two versions in detail, but is unfortunately only available in Japanese. The website DualShockers though have given a nice summary of the listed changes, with these including the removal of several systems and minigames, and also the artwork during scenes and character illustrations being toned down. It is also added that due to the game's opening and ending scenes using in-game illustrations, that these will also be different between versions. This news is quite similar to various other games released for both PS4 and Switch since the content policy introduction. This includes Dead or Alive Extreme 3 Scarlet, which comparably detailed the differences between the two versions over on their official website. Next up is some news from Marvelous, who are the Japanese creators of the Senran Kagura series amongst many others, and are also the parent company of the US localization company Exceed. As reported by Takashi Mochizuki, who writes at the Wall Street Journal, Marvelous's latest financial results meeting has revealed some info about one of their upcoming games. During the financial briefing, Marvelous mentioned how games with suggested suggestive themes are becoming harder to make. They then add that a suggestive element has had to be removed from an upcoming title, which has subsequently reduced the game's sales forecast. It's not known what upcoming title the company is talking about, nor what type of suggestive content was removed. But what's definitely interesting to see here is how it was brought up during a big financial meeting with shareholders, and how it's been made clear that they are now predicting fewer sales due to it. Whether all of this is to do with the Sony content policy was not stated, but it seems plausible. And then finally, take this one with a grain of salt, but it's been reported by various sites that the cover art for the upcoming SNK 40th anniversary collection is much less suggestive on PS4 compared to Switch. Due to the two covers not having the same positioning, this could just be a coincidence and not affected by outside forces. All other characters apart from Athena have the same costumes in both versions though, and Athena's costume on the Switch cover is the one she normally wears in the game she appears in, so it was felt as worth mentioning. What do you think about the changes that are being made to games released for Sony systems lately, and how do you feel about Nintendo allowing content that Sony won't? As always, please let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and a big thanks again to NordVPN for sponsoring today's video. If you want to support what the channel is doing, then checking out the link in the description will really help the channel get bigger and better, and it of course may be something you may just be interested in checking out anyway due to all of its features. As always guys, until next time, thank you for watching.